Jeannie and Ron here with Rooted in Love Urban Homestead. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to keep in touch with us and all that's going on our urban farm here in Southeast Tennessee. Today we're going to talk about pruning tomatoes and some garden successes and garden fails so far this season.
So I'm going to do a little bit of pruning on my tomatoes. The way I've chosen to grow these is one stalk up a pole. So to do that, you have to trim out the suckers. And the suckers are in a joint like this, and they basically make another plant. You can actually take them off and plant them and make clones if you wanted to. But I'm going to keep this one main stalk. I have to cut out these suckers, and you can see it comes out at a joint between a leaf and the main stem. So I'm just going to put this off. So here's a good example. This has been let go too long. I should have cut this back a week ago. But you can see it's coming out at the top of a leaf stalk and the main stalk. And this is a sucker, and the sucker is getting suckers already, so this one has to go.
So it's okay that this is hanging down?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see if there's any more. When they're small like that, you can just pinch them off. Oh, here's another one over here. This one needs to be tied up some more too. I'll get my string later. Oh, here's another one. I'm falling behind.
So how often do you just try to look, maybe every day if you can? We had a lot of rain today and yesterday, so
yeah,
plants have really kind of taken off here.
Yeah, I try to look every day or two. There's one right there. But obviously some of these I missed. But plus we have had a lot of rain and that's growing fast, so I think that's about all of those.
So what is the benefit to growing tomatoes on one stem and cutting the suckers off?
It concentrates the energy into the one stem of fruit. So, and some people just let them go. This plant over here, I'm going to let it go just however it'll do. This is a determinate bush type tomato, the early doll. So I'm not taking any suckers off of it. I'm just going to let it go as wild as it wants to.
And that's because it's a bush type?
Yes, it should. It shouldn't get much taller than that.
And it already has fruit.
It's got fruit here and here. We've got some more coming out up here. Plenty more blossoms.
So why are you shaking the blossoms?
That helps get the pollen to the whatever that other part is and makes it fruit. These tomatoes are they fertilize themselves with their pollen.
So I love how the different tomatoes fruit differently. So as you see, this is the sun gold. See how it kind of grows in bunches? That's a sun gold. And then our Amish paste, I love the little shape of these. It's fascinating.
We've had a bit of a fail in our garden. Planted corn. The idea was to do 3 sisters, where you have corn and beans and squash, and the beans grow up the corn. Well, the corn has not done well, so I'm going to pull up the corn, and we're just going to plant beans, and we'll get some bamboo poles for the beans to grow on, and we're going to plant some squash.
So what kind of beans, and we're planting pole beans, so what kind of pole beans and what kind of winter squash are we planting? What variety?
So the pole beans are Lazy Housewife, which sounds kind of 1950s, that don't need any, that don't have strings, I guess. And the winter squash is what we're growing, and it's Burpee's Butterbush.
So we're excited to see these varieties. We have not grown these varieties before, so we'll let you know how it goes. Some garden success is our okra is doing great. You see it over there?
Yeah, this is all okra.
And we also have some watermelon.
Watermelon right here and there. I had another one, it may not survive. I accidentally
That wee little one right there.
Chopped it with my hoe when I was weeding. But we're going to try to grow the watermelons up this fence. Grow them vertically.
And then we'll have to make little watermelon hammocks to support the watermelons as they grow up. And then our other garden, poor little corn, fallen over. Something's really enjoyed eating our corn as well. And here we have heirloom lima beans. So we're excited for that.
So a friend told me that the soil has to be very sandy for corn to grow, and this soil is not sandy. That may be the problem, but it just hasn't done anything. So I marked 6 spots with these little markers and some little sticks. I'm going to put 6 seeds around each one of those, 1 inch deep. So the winter squash, I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole, about 36 inches apart, 1 inch deep. So I'm going to go right in between where I just put the beans.
So there you see where we are with our garden at this point, and this is toward the end of May. We have some things that are doing really well, and then we have some losses, like our corn. It just didn't work out for us, and that's okay. I think in gardening, you have to be able to say, okay, this is not working for whatever reason, and start over. And that's kind of how life is. You know, sometimes things don't work out the way we wanted to. We were really excited about doing the Three Sisters corn and beans and squash, but the plan just didn't work out for this year, and that's okay. We still planted the beans and we planted the squash, and we're just gonna keep going and keep gardening. May all you do be rooted in love. Until next time.